Hello everyone, and welcome to another review. I was going to say be a review there, but I probably really shouldn't. Welcome to another review of a product that doesn't taste like a beer, even though we pretend that it is a beer. Probably the best way to describe it. It's the last one of the three that I actually got, and I'm quite glad because I decided not to go for the grapefruit one, and because I actually thought initially that it was all going to be kind of overhopped, kind of citrus flavours, because of blood orange and things like that, lemon, grapefruit, and I thought, right, I won't go for that one, just because I'm not a big fan of grapefruit. I don't know why people can eat this for fucking breakfast. I mean, seriously, what the hell's wrong with you? Something wrong with you, God. But anyway, so I didn't go for that one, so that means I only bought 3 of them, which is quite good. But this is probably going to be the sweetest of the lot, because it turns out they're actually very sweet, because they're an Alcopop. So, welcome to another Alcopop review. Christ, what's my life happening? So we've got Jubel beer with a cut of peach, and it's the same spiel that's on the back. It's dangerously refreshing, and apparently Jubel means a feeling of extreme joy, none of which I actually felt or experienced in drinking the previous 2 when I reviewed them. But it's a Wednesday video, and I've got some new whiskies coming. So I've ordered some new whiskies. So what the hell am I doing here? I'm trying to scratch my bloody head and I'm trying to find where the head is. You know what I mean? It's in between the hat and the glasses. There you go. Yeah, Jesus. You can tell you're getting old when you're struggling to find your head. That's what she said anyway. So I thought, well, it's a Friday night. I've got new whiskies on the way. They arrive tomorrow. I've got from 4 nice malts coming. I'll be totally honest, I'm going through more whiskey now. I'm going through the bloody beer in the Wednesday videos now. So it's amazing that you might as well just tell them to a bloody whiskey review. And fuck the beer. But anyway, we're back on the Aaron single malt quarter cask. So there you go. So like I said, it was nicely kind of given to me as a Christmas present by a very nice man. Well, I'm calling him a nice man. He gave me whiskey. I mean, I'm easy. Now they say don't talk to strangers. Well, if they give me bloody whiskey, I fucking will. Anyway, so yes, it's. I think I've given the details of this before, but if you didn't know, it's 56.2% volume. It's a quarter cask, so it's only basically 125 litres. So it's only 1/4 of the volume of a standard cask. And yeah, it's non-chill filtered, natural colour, and it's brewed in the Isle of Arran, which is a nice island just off the coast of where I was born, which is lovely. I was born in Ayrshire, South Ayrshire. Just have to cover that. People say, why do you say South Ayrshire? Because Sturgeon, Skidmark as I like to call her, Skidmark Sturgeon, Nicola Sturgeon, she was born in North Ayrshire, and that's a shithole, which is, I could understand that's where she was kind of created. I mean, somebody with that much of an arsehole has to come from basically, you know, from shit, and yeah, North Ayrshire kind of covers that. East Ayrshire, bit dodgy and that type of stuff. So yeah, South Ayrshire was always the best. Becoming less so, I would say. I mean, I would say since the SNP's been in power in Scotland, a lot of areas that have gone to shit. A lot of nice towns have gone to shit. But at the end of the day, is this the plan? Is like turn the whole country into an absolute pile of shit, and then hopefully the rest of the UK saying, oh, yeah, you can fucking have it, on you go. It's no worth having that now. It's like, Scotland's now developing, you know, like a shit stain in your underwear. You know what I mean? Eventually you're going to say, should I wash these or should I just throw them out? And Scotland's getting to that kind of stage now. It's so fucking bad. thanks to the SNP. And I suppose Labour, they've all played their kind of part because they're all kind of like spineless fucking politicians. I'm not going to turn around and say any of them are better than anyone else. But this idea of thinking that the Scots people can run Scotland better than the English, well, that's been proven to be absolute fucking bollocks. I mean, seriously, a share of fucking pigs and farm animals could run it better than the whole fucking lot of them, let's be totally honest. And that we're just working on the basis of one grunt for yes, two grunts for no. You know what I mean? Just pose the questions to them and see where it takes you. You'd probably still end up with a better product. But anyway, so yeah, it's quite saddening. So I'm spending a bit more time in Scotland. How bad it's become. And the politicians have to take the blame for that. And for all those years, the SNP have been in this kind of government. Okay, they've been kind of power sharing with the Greens. Jesus, they're a bunch of fucking arseholes. Seriously, up in Scotland, Jesus. See, right, bunch of fucking shit sticks there. But anyway, so I think that's maybe the ploy. As the case is, allow Scotland to get so bad that nobody wants it anymore. So they don't actually have to do a referendum, and they just say, well, we're thinking about leaving. Aye, on you go, please go. Go, can you take fucking Newcastle with you? But they do have a nice brewery in Newcastle. And we ain't talking about your Nuki Brown Pish. Talking about Hadrian Borders Brewery. So yeah, let's keep Newcastle. Just on that alone. But yeah, so what my dynamite is, we'll just pull this just now because I know it's going to be fucking bad. Seriously. Waste my time here. But yeah, so yeah, it's quite disappointing. I mean, the UK as a whole has kind of fallen by the wayside. I noticed it more obviously being away and living outside the country. So when I came back, and I'm thinking, what the fuck's happening? Seriously. You know what I mean? Oh. And I initially came back and I was working in London. And when I left, everybody was going on about, I love going for an Indian. Oh, I do love a curry. Going out in a wee curry and that type of stuff. You know, and when I left, it was kind of Indian curry and Kashmiri curry houses and all this type of stuff, and Bangladesh curry houses, all these type of things. Comes back in and it's all Gurkha and Somali. And I'm thinking, that's different. And I noticed the spell in the country changed as well, especially about London. There was a strong smell of shit. So there was, I mean, I actually thought they'd went to the actual open sewer system. I actually honestly thought that. I'm thinking, they go down the open sewer system in London again, you know what I mean? Because it's, you know, fucking hell. And yeah, Gardelou is it going on in the streets of London, because the place is an absolute shithole. It's absolutely disgusting. You know what I mean? Even the rats are thinking, we need to leave this place, we might catch some. And yeah, it's an absolute shithole, I'll be totally honest. And while, I mean, it's now gotten so bad now that even the edges of the kind of touristy areas and everything else, they're now getting run down and everything else. It's just turning into an absolute shit show. And I'm sitting there thinking, the SNP run in London. Anyway, bit of water in this. Chin jumping. Oh, lovely. Oh, let that settle there just now. It's just got kind of slightly kind of oil slick texture on the top of the surface of it. So it's lovely, isn't it? Lovely. But yeah, it's just a shame that the UK is really kind of on a downward spiral. And it's really down to politicians. And it doesn't matter which side of the divide you're on, whether you're left, right, liberal, centre, doesn't matter. They're all absolutely completely bloody useless. Anyway. And you know the country's got to pot. And products like this have space on the shelf. in certain areas of the supermarket masquerading as a beer. Right. Even that, I just know the aroma is going to annoy me. I just know it's going to annoy me. So, oh God. Oh, in the name of God. That doesn't smell natural. Oh, I'll tell you what it's like. It smells kind of chemical. Peach smell. You know, you had the tin of peaches in syrup. You know, even the cheap ones, even the supermarket own brand ones. You ever get them? Or if you haven't, go and get them. Open it up and go. Right? And that will smell 100 times more natural in peach aromas than this. That says it all. Now, I'm not going against 10 peaches, even if it's a supermarket owned brands or whatever, because there's nothing wrong with a can of 10 peaches. They're very nice. Very nice with evaporated milk too. Oof, lovely. That's a dangerous combination. That could set you up for a good night in front of the telly. So it could a lot better than this stuff anyway. Right. Yeah. Just get this really strange kind of false chemical. It's actually kind of slightly mixed between a chemical peach smell and a slight hint of BO. Slight musky kind of body odour smell. You know, it's like, you know, it's jock strap off a rugby player, you know. As I always said that I'd never play with rugby with jock again. You know what I mean? Didn't even make it in the pitch. Anyway. Yeah, that's not even inviting. That smell is not inviting in any way, shape or form. It actually smells, fucking, just check the date on it. Shit, it isn't it? 4th of the 6th, 26th. It just smells kind of funky in a very kind of unappetising way. I'm looking at this whiskey thinking, what the hell am I even going to put this to my lips for? You know what I mean? It's like, it's wrong. I shouldn't do that. Oh, God. Just epitomises the UK. Right, let's give a drink of this. Here's a surprising thing. It's not as sweet as the other ones, which is a bit surprising because you would actually think it was. But the peach flavour is not natural in any way, shape or form. It tastes kind of false to a certain degree. But one benefit, it's not as sweet as the blood orange. Blood orange was the sweetest one. It was really ridiculously sweet. This is less sweet, but has even more of a chemical kind of bent to it. And yeah, well, yeah, not the best, I would say, not the best. Really not the best. Whiskey time. We've got a bit of waxiness to it. So it's, but yeah, that is nice. Nice mellowness type of stuff. A little bit of vanilla. That's the first kind of thing I get off it, that little vanilla tones, which is very nice. But yeah, nice easy drinking malt. Now what have I got coming, whiskey wise? I've got a new Glenmorangie one coming, which I think is burnt cask, I think it is, or charred cask, I think they call it. I've got God no, what have I got coming? Got a nice waxy, nice Highland waxy malt coming. I've got a bourbon cask Jura coming. Now what's the other one? Glenlivet? Yeah, I think it's Glenlivet. But it's a Caribbean rum cask. It's one for Slippy Dave because I know he likes his rum. I actually initially thought that was rhyming slang, but apparently no, he does actually drink rum. And yeah, he likes a bit of rum. You know what I mean? But he does actually. So yeah, so he might like that. I don't know if he's actually into whiskey or that. I don't know, because if he has, I would send him a bottle. But he's never kind of confirmed to me whether he's normal or not. He's probably sitting there, if he's watching, I think, yeah, cheeky bastard. And I am, and I deserve it all. It's well earned. Oh, that's nice. This is not. I'm going to have just a couple of more sips and then that's it. This is finished because I'm not going to waste any more time on this. As an Alcopop, for my palate, I would say it's better balanced because it's not as sweet. The problem is it's got more chemical kind of fruit flavour and an absolute dreadful aroma. And yeah, so when this was initially launched, which was before lockdown, before the COVID situation, the pilot brewery was actually done by St Austell Brewery, so they made the initial pilot batches just to see whether it would work and try to get kind of some of the kind of flavour profiles kind of developed and things like that and get some recipes done. And I think it was just as COVID started, things obviously kind of started to move on, and the Hare Brewery in Bath took over, and they'd actually started to make the kind of more the kind of commercial batches, the bigger batches, everything else and that type of stuff, and they're the ones that now make this. Which, the Brewery actually makes some not bad beers on cask. Not so great in the bottle, but a lot nicer in the cask, and they make some nice kind of lighter kind of ales, amber ales, golden ales and that type of stuff. They're actually quite nice in the gas. You makes you wonder, why the hell are they making this piss? Just, why? It doesn't make sense to me. It's all madness, madness. So what would I give this out of 10? But as a beer, I'm going to give it 0 because it's not a beer, so how can I give it a beer mark when it's not a beer? It doesn't matter how it's made or whether it's actually properly fermented mash made from grains. It doesn't matter. It doesn't taste like a beer. It's not following any of the beer profiles and things like that. So it doesn't matter how you make it. If you make it in a natural beer way, but then add so much crap and everything else to disguise the beer flavours or kill off the beer flavours and leave you nice kind of false chemical fruit flavours and unnatural sweetness and everything else, then I'm sorry, it isn't a beer. So it gets a 0. As for Alcopops, I would have probably put this higher if it didn't have this horrible chemical peach flavour and a really horrible aroma. It's a very musky kind of BO back into that kind of chemical peach smell, and it's just really is off-put. So on that basis, I'll give it a 2 as an Alcopop. I wouldn't recommend it because it's chemical and it's just not particularly pleasant. But it does have going for it is that it's not as sweet as the other one, or the other two. So there you go. So it's 0 out of 10 as a beer, 2 out of 10 as an Alcopop. Whiskey gets a lot more. Just so much nicer. You know, just so much nicer. Yep, curry's gone to shit. All parts. Beer's gone to shit. Most parts. Whiskey, still doing them alright. Although they're trying to bring in some crazy flavours and everything else and that type of stuff, but you can still get the originals and they're still not bad. So anyway, thanks for watching. Cheers, and bye for now.